We just acquired the store next door. I told you in a previous video that we are expanding and we have our eyes on the shop next door. It was a psychic before. The tenant just left and I've been after the landlord for the store. It's a really awesome location. Look at this. This is our shop here. And that's the store next door. So now we have this whole area just for us. And we also have the sign here. Ours is the first one on top. And now we have the third one. Let me open it to show you how it looks like from the inside. It has carpet, and I told the landlord that the tenant should be the one to remove the carpet because we want to get this clean. He said it's not a big deal, we can just roll it up. It's not glued into the tile. There's tile under it, like our shop. I mean, look at this shop, it's in mint condition. The psychic that were in the shop, they did a beautiful job. Let me turn the lights on. Recessed lights. And look at this, they did a really awesome job with the paint, with the molding, and they left those for us. I do not know what use we can have for those. This is a privacy glass, so if I'm inside I can see the person outside, but they cannot see us. We're gonna have to remove the carpet, of course. We do not need carpet, but there's good tile under this carpet. Everything is painted, everything is awesome. Here, I tried to remove the carpet just to see what's under, and it's a piece of cake to remove this. And the shipping area, I think, will be here, or maybe this will be my office, I do not know. And this is the bathroom. Look at the size of this bathroom. Look at the size of this bathroom. Awesome. So a lot of plans. I do not know how we're gonna organize it yet. And this is high ceiling, so we can have shelves all the way up to the top. I left the store open and there's nobody in there. Let me go back. Turn the light off. And that's our shop. Look at how packed and crowded the shop is. And that was the reason for the expansion. I mean, there's no room to move. Look at this. Shop starts from here. This is a piano. It's a $4,000 piano that came to us from a customer. He's moving out of the state and he doesn't want it. So he likes us so much that he gave it to us. And the piano is in mint condition. So I have it here. I was thinking of taking this home for the kids to play with. But I need to clean it. I took the mesh, you know, there was a piece of mesh under and the mesh had this smell to it. So I took it out, I bought another one. So I need to put the mesh back down there to cover the speakers. But the piano is in excellent condition. Let me show you what's going on and how it's very difficult to walk through the shop. This is a customer's computer. This is a customer's computer. And a customer came in today. Very, very nice guy from Egypt. We fixed his iPad Pro 12.9 inch. He has a garden and he got us a lot of good fruits. A lot of good fruits. And this is the shipping area. That's where my dad does all the shipping. Very crowded. And look at this. We just got 4 new packages here. I do not know what's inside. These are mailings. In addition to everything that you see in here, barely any room to move. So we are at a point, look at this. Look at the customers' iMacs. Here and here. PlayStation. More mailings. The computer for a customer. Everything. Most of the stuff are already entered in the system, but a lot of them are not entered in the system yet. So that was the reason for the expansion. That was the reason that we needed to expand. It's a big problem. The way you see things right now is a big problem because I barely have room to walk. And this is my bench right here. This is my desk. to go to the other shop, I'm thinking of making the door right here. Right here. It's easy to take those out and create a door, but it's gonna be difficult. At first I thought maybe we're gonna have a door all the way at the corner there, and that will lead inside the office area of the other shop, but that's gonna be difficult because we have a lot of shelves and a lot of things going on there. So this is a much easier option here. So we'll see. Here we have a PlayStation 4 that came in for an HDMI port replacement. I asked the customer if this PlayStation was open before or was tampered with before, and customer said no. But look at this. Look at this here. Let's take a look. I cannot make out what's going on here. Look at this. The port is not even connected. I have to apply some heat so we can soften this glue here. I do not know what type of glue this is. It's not hot glue. Something that stinks. The good thing is we still have all the pads, but I just need to remove this stuff here. And I have to put a mask on because this glue stinks. We're gonna apply low melt solder. Let's put a new HDMI port. So I just applied some solder from the front so we can hold that connector in place. Now we're gonna flip the board and solder the back legs, and then we'll finish soldering the front pins. Okay, so the two legs are bridging because the board is scratched, but that's okay because those two pins are used for support and they both connect to each other. Okay, and the back is done. If that customer came in and told me that this board was worked on before, then I would have told him that it's going to cost him either way because we're going to put work into this. But right now, the customer is going to be charged either way. He did not tell us that the board has been worked on before. So if this board, for whatever reason, does not work, we are still charging the customer. Let's finish soldering the front pins. Okay, let's go ahead and test. Solid. Solid. And all the pins are solid. Okay, I'm gonna give this to Big Boss to reassemble and we'll test and see. So this is what we did here. And yeah. The customer just came in and brought in a 27-inch iMac, and he said he wants the motherboard replaced. He bought this board and he brought it to us so we can install it, and he also brought us a screen. We are changing both the motherboard and the screen. One problem is, customer said when he received the board it had thermal paste on the edges. He took a piece of napkin trying to clean the thermal paste, and the napkin got caught in the socket pins and the pins are damaged. Some of the pins on the socket are damaged. I do not know if you can see it, but you can tell there's damage here. Let's take a look under the microscope so I can show you what's going on. We told the customer it's gonna cost him a certain amount of money if this works, but if we install the motherboard and the motherboard does not work for whatever reason, he's gonna have to pay us anyway, but it's not gonna be the full price. We're gonna charge him a certain fee if it doesn't work, or we're gonna charge him the full price if it does work. Customer agreed, and that's what we are doing now. Let's take a look at the socket to see where the damage is. Right there. You see how this pin is shorting out with the other pin? Those pins are very delicate, very fragile. Looks like it's gonna work. Yes, it's working. Great. While Big Boss is working on the iMac, I'm going to be working on the Beats pill that came in a few days ago. I told the customer to come and pick up in a couple of days because we are backed up. The Big Boss already took it apart and we're going to change the charging port. We do not have a single pad on this board. We're going to have to run jumper wires to restore those traces. And let's grab a charging port for the Beats Pill. We had a customer that came in and I forgot to record. And we just have one more wire to run. The connection is solid, and the second wire. The connection is solid, and the first one. The connection is solid. The job is done. All we have to do is test and call the customer to come and pick up. This was a local drop-off. Working on the Beats Pill is very difficult because of how awkward the board is. It sits on the bench like this, and the board is this vertical thing that's coming out. So I have to have the board like this and then look at it like this. There's not much room to work with because of this other board. So that's what we did, and it's done. Big Boss will reassemble and test, and we'll see how it goes. I had to wait until today for Big Boss to reassemble the Beats Pill. Let's go ahead and test. Big Boss already tested this and everything is good, but we're gonna test it together. We're gonna plug the amp meter to the power bank, and we're gonna plug the charging cable on the Beats Pill. Okay, and right off the bat we see the red light, which indicates that power is being received by the Beats Pill. Let's turn it on, and amp meter is showing 0.27 amps. Right now the Beats is charging at 0.27 amps, which is normal. Let me connect to it to make sure everything is working. Pairing. And okay, we're connected. We're connected. Let me play something on YouTube. Let's play one of our videos. After we did the job, right there, we tested the board using the 5-star tester, and 4 of the lines Beats Pill is working. And 3 of them failed.